Hey YouTube, it's your boy Widgie here, coming at you with some more Age of Mythology. We are back on the Voobly edition, where all the sweatiest pro players reside. And we've got some pro players here. It's another pro player cast. Hope you guys enjoy this one. We have Kimo on the top right part of the map here, playing as Hades in the blue. And on the bottom left part of the map, we have Grass here playing as Ra. So two very, very strong gods here. Hades, kind of, a lot of people saying Hades pretty darn strong, OP. OP perhaps because of the defensive capabilities of Hades as well. Makes it very, very hard to push in against. And of course, Ra from the economic standpoint of the Egyptians as well. You know, pretty much all the buildings, you know, don't cost anything. And it's very, very strong to Migdol spam if you can get to a fast heroic. So there's lots involved here. We do have the observer on the left-hand side here, so you can see what is going on. And let's have a look first at, yeah, we've got Grass here. Grass playing as Ra. So on this map, you do have a very, very sort of shallow spawn of fish. And as we all know, with AOM, it's super, super important to get onto water. And something interesting here we can see, actually, they haven't gone for the same pond of water here. I love it. I don't know whether that's just luck. I'm assuming it's luck that they haven't, so they're not going to be contesting the pond just yet. I'm sure either Grass or Kimo is going to start to go over to the second pond, and we're going to get some action later on in the game. But let's have a look at Ra here. I am trying to play Set myself. I'm trying to learn Set, and I want to have a look at the Egyptians and how they work. Hades, I'm a little bit more comfortable with. So we're probably going to just be having a look at Grass a little bit more than Kimo in this, but it's not the end of the world. So something interesting with Ra, of course, we can have a quick look. If I just click the town center. No. If I click a villager. No. I thought that you could see what Ra does here. But Ra basically can use priests to empower. It's not as powerful as pharaohs, but it makes it really goddamn good. And obelisks are also cheaper, which can be built by the priests as well. So that is something to bear in mind. I mean, you can see here, already we've got a lot of vills over to wood, which is kind of unusual. The only reason that's happening is simply because of the dock start. So this is quite good for you guys if you're not too sure how to play water maps. Whenever there's a water map, you have to play water. If you're new to Age of Mythology, when you see water, you've got to play it. And you've got to get a rough idea of the macro split early on and what you need to do. Okay, so that is Grass. Actually, Kimo coming in here with a scout. Going to be okay, though. And look at Hades. Look at Kimo here with the amount of vills that we have on wood. A lot more coming in here. Going to be pumping out those fishing boats. And we can see, yeah, 6 fishing boats for each at the moment. And, yeah, a lot of wood coming in here now. No upgrades yet at all. No hunting dogs. You don't go hunting dogs when you have a water map because it spends too much of your initial 100 wood and 100 coin. You need that to immediately put down a dock. So you don't want to be spending hunting dogs. We are now seeing the temple going down for Kimo here. 3 minutes 20. Looks to be the sort of time. And look at this. Grass immediately putting out these docks. They only cost 50 coin each. That's the crazy thing when you're against Egypt here. We've got to bear in mind, docks here are 100 wood. So that's why there's way more vills on wood for Kimo here than Grass. It's kind of crazy just to dominate water so early with the Egyptians because, yeah, coin is just, you know, only 50 coin. Only 50 coin. And yes, coin is a little bit slower to gather than wood, but still, it's crazy. It's such good value. And you can really, really just dominate the water, and that's exactly what's going on here. So Kimo's got to think of something. We are seeing an age up now coming in for both players. Grass here a little bit ahead, going with the tar age up, which is a nice eco age up. You get the Wadget, you get the Shaduf. Shaduf is that it reduces the cost of farms and how much you can carry as well when you're farming. So it's a nice eco age up. And Athena for Hades here. Now Athena, at the moment there's this whole big Athena rush that's normally done by Zeus players, I believe. And Athena grants you the restoration spell, which is nice for if you're getting pushed or if you're pushing. And a Minotaur as well. Of course, you get a nice Minotaur. So yeah, macro still. A lot of vills on wood here. 9 villagers on wood. And are we going to get that second TC perhaps. I don't know whether it's 100% needed so early on when you have water like this. Look at this. Villager going to be trying to get it down, does manage to. This other, the Grassesville here, going to try and take one of Kimo's down, doesn't. We do see that pop of the Minotaur. Going to be able to settle any issues. Don't worry about it. Now starting to get out the, you could say the warships, but they're called the Kebinets for the Egyptians. Going to immediately start with the aggression there, so that's why we need a lot on wood. These Kebinets are 100 wood and 50 coin. So grass here really only has a few on the back line here. Probably wants to get these 2 vills on wood over to here so they can really benefit from the drop off that's happening here. Do we have any upgrades for the wood? No upgrades in just yet. And actually no military at all. No military buildings being put down just yet. We're just kind of fighting on the water because that is what it's about, ladies and gents. There's no kind of TCs being built. Once again, TCs are just going to cost you too much wood. You need to be spending that on the water. And that's what we're seeing right now. Yeah, we're going to be in an interesting position. I'm not too sure what Kimo is going to do to try and deal with this. Is he just going to sacrifice the pond here and try and just go for the TC? Lot of vills on coin here. Looks like a potential. I thought there would be a potential TC, but there's not. I think it's just all going into warships, and it looks like he's comfortably got this pond here, which is fine. As long as he doesn't lose that, he's fine. Absolutely fine. As long as each player has a pond each, I don't think there'll be any issue. We'll be equal. It's when you lose both ponds, you're screwed. So Chiron now coming out, which is nice to see. Yes, we are now seeing that TC going down, and immediately on the other side as well, grass doing the same thing. Remember, with the Egyptians, TCs are a lot cheaper, ladies and gents. I think they're 400 food and 100 coin. Very, very cheap. And now look, there it is to Shaduf. Shaduf coming in, pickaxe and plow. Everything is coming in here. So soon we're going to be seeing grass transitioning over to farms. However, the water is providing so much food. I don't really know whether it's actually 100% worth it just yet. I'm sure we're going to be seeing some military buildings very shortly. Yeah, bone saw coming out. Also the upgrade for the fishing boats, which is the purse scene, it's called. And yeah, look at these vills here. Vills now chopping. And yes, we do have the pickaxe and the hand axe. I'm going to be getting those extra upgrades coming in. So only 10 fishing boats for grass here. Interestingly, 15, however, for Kimo. So kind of interesting. Not too sure why we haven't got more fishing boats out. I think we're going to start to. Oh, I completely forgot about this with the triremes. You can garrison them into the dock before they actually come out. That's kind of huge. I completely forgot about that, about Age of Mythology, that you can do that. So he's been waiting for his opportunity. I don't think he's got enough here, but he's going to try his best. And he's going to be using the restoration spell. Is it going to be enough here to hold this? I don't think so. It is unfortunate. But that's a lot of damage from the dock there. Look at that, 9.6 damage. 6 damage for each boat. And now we do see the rain here. And look at this, the gather rate, 177% gather rate on farms, absolutely huge. And all other players, if you're in team games, provides 85%, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, this is absolutely just, he's just going to get so much food. We're most likely going to be seeing an age up very shortly here for Ra. And there it is, the armory going down. Age up is on, ladies and gents. It's going to be happening very shortly. And I think Kimo is in the same position. We see that happening here as well. No aggression from either player on land. It just seems to be the whole play for the water still. And hang on a minute. He's actually doing it. He's on double dock here. And he's managing to take it on. I mean, Kimo has the economy. Look at this. I mean, 42 villagers, 15 fishing boats. Only 44 villagers for grass, but only 9 fishing boats. And was more macroing for the age up, it seems. I mean, look at the wood that Kimo has. 1,300 wood. think he probably needs to get a few vills off wood. Maybe chuck them on farms or something. I don't know. Seems to be an overgather now of wood. But if he's done it, if he's got both ponds, it's looking like a pretty good position. And we're seeing that by score now as well. Looking really, really good. And we do see an age up now in for both players. So grass here, halfway on the age 3 for Heather. And we see Apollo coming in for Kimo here. You see, look at all these farms. We are now starting to see some barracks coming in. And actually a second TC going down now for Kimo. He has all the wood. He may as well just spend it, you know. But yeah, so we do see town centres, by the way, for the Greeks. A little bit more expensive than the Egyptians. 100 food, 300 wood and 300 coin. That's a lot of resources. You know, compared to the Egyptians, where it's only 400 food and 100 coins. So got to really put that into perspective. And yeah, we may as well spend that wood and start getting some farms out. And that's what we're seeing. Starting to see some, wow, look at this. Absolute military base here on the left-hand side. Going to be walling up. What we got? We got some stables. Stable archery ranges. That's what we got. Okay. And stables are really good. And the reason they're good is because if Kimo is suspecting chariots, stables are really good. You know, the cavalry are good against... I think they're good against heavy infantry and just heavy cav, like just normal cavalry. So I think it's good. Also, Hades archers are really good. If you look at Hades here, you can see 10% archer pierce damage and also archer movement speed. So it's always advised to see if you can try and squeeze in archers. So Toxotes, if you can get them in, it's really, really good. And also, look, building HP is really good as well. And pierce damage from buildings. So, you know, Hades really lends itself to quite a nice turtle boom play because the TCs are stronger, pierce damage is more from buildings, and also archers as well. So walling up is really crucial and key when you're playing Hades. So what we got? Looks like we got three TCs from Kimo and 3 from grass now. So they're continuing with that, which is really, really nice. And now we're getting some medium cavalry upgrades in for Kimo. And I don't know whether anyone's thinking about going Mythic here or whether we're going to be creating some units. Looks like we're going to be getting some Toxotos in and some Hippicans. We've already got the medium Hippican upgrade. And of course, we have the Manticore here. See, here we do. We have the cavalry. Now let's have a quick look at cavalry. Look, cavalry actually, sorry, apologies. They only do only do bonus damage against cavalry. So yeah. So it's best to go Hippican Toxoto, I think. We do see, I don't even know how you pronounce this, but it's the alligator or the crocodile that has the sunbeam on his head. I mean, look at it. Looks pretty darn cool. Got some good crush damage as well. Good to take down buildings. Not too bad. And only 200 coin there to make. Yes, we do see the age 4. I was wondering when it's going to happen. Grass going in for the quick mythic here at 12 minutes 30. Going in with Osiris. And Kimo getting in that secondary gold mine. Gold gathering upgrade. And looks like Kimo's potentially ready to age as well. Has he got a market down? He does. Market in the top left of the map here. Looks like he's ready to now go for age 4. So it's been quite a sort of, what's the word? Quite a civil start to the game. Apart from, of course, all of the trepidation on the pond here. And I think Kimo's going to be able to, hopefully, deal with this. We do see 3 fishing ships in this one, 2 fishing ships in this. So looks like Kimo's going to have the pond here. And these camels just running rings around Kimo at the moment. It's weird that they're called camelry rather than just camels. Camelry. I guess it's like cavalry, isn't it? But camelry. Very interesting. We are seeing a lot of text coming in now. We've got age 4 on the way now for Kimo. Halfway through. Getting the extra upgrade for coin. Wood upgrades. Gold upgrades. Everything is coming in. Irrigation as well. All the upgrades you can think of are coming in. And look at this. We've got the double armory. This is something that I don't really think about, but Double armory, meaning you can get your techs in even quicker. Why wait for your techs to come in from one armory when you can shut down 2 more? That's what I say. And yeah, we can see here, worshipping Ra, sorry. We can see what they do. Cavalry and chariot archers are just high HP and movement speed. So most of the time when you're against Ra, you're going to see chariots and cavalry. You know, so the best way to deal with that most of the time is Hippocon and Toxotos. We do now see the son of Osiris, who's a hero, does insane damage, and can empower. Got to be able to knock on the door of Kimo here. How is he going to be able to deal with this? Is he getting his upgrades in for heavy cav? Yes, he is. There they are. Boom. He's got heavy hippocons. And he's going to need some of these Prodromos as well. Prodromos are good against cavalry, which will be the camels. Now, chariot archers, are they actually classed as cavalry, or are they archers? That is the ultimate question. Use against infantry, counter with cavalry, slingers, termers. Yeah, so they're actually counted as archers. I'm pretty sure I knew that already, but it's just something to bear in mind, because people who are quite new to Age of Mythology would think they're cavalry. Okay, we do see the big boy Colossus now coming out. Looks like actually some ramming galleys here coming from grass. Going to be able to take down some of these docks here. This is going to be problematic if he does lose this second pond here. He does have the water. He has complete control of the water. Doesn't want to lose one of the ponds. That's going to be disastrous for his eco here. And I love the Son of Osiris, how the lightning just comes through. And we do see a mummy coming out, ladies and gents. Very, very scary. I haven't really seen a mummy on my casted games. Let's have a quick look. We do see the special attack here is Mummify. Turns enemies into minions which fight for you. Can be used on humans and villagers and myth units. Obviously excluding titans and the big boy Nidhogg. So there we go. Very, very scary. It looks like he's actually going to be able to see off grass here just for now. And look at this. We're seeing another Migdol coming down. Look at the Migdol spam. 400 coin for a Migdol. There it is. That mummy doing work. Very, very scary. And we do have a hero in here. Achilles is in. Going to be unfortunately going down here. And these Toxotos seem to be doing not too bad. Let's have a look at the cavalries, actually. So the cavalries, you use against archers. You counter with them with infantry. Yeah, of course. So you can use like spearmen and axemen. Can probably do okay damage against them. But yeah, we've got champion hippocons in now. Going to be trying to help on the water here. These ramming galleys causing a huge issue for Kimo here. Does have, however, 4 ramming ships of his own locked up in this dock, ready to go. Yeah, we're going to see these Migdols are going to be quite a problem here. Probably going to want to get a few Colossus if possible. Let's have a quick look anywhere else on the map. Are we seeing anything? We're seeing some nice walling up here, of course. We're getting heavy chariots and heavy spearmen in now for grass. Looks like a nice fortress going on the water here. Very, very good idea. Just in case, because unfortunately, it looks like Kimo is going to maybe get some resistance now on this second pond. So yeah, dropping that fortress there, that's going to be really, really nice. Let's have a look here, see how this one's going down. Some of this cavalry is just not up to task at the moment. The Hippocon's just too strong. However, I say that and they get absolutely deleted. They are fighting under the Migdol as well. We do see a few more Raxes now going down on the front line for grass. And it's going to force a retreat for Kimo here. And yes, he's managed to do it. He's done the fantastic timing. Going to be able to deny the barracks on the coast there. Very, very nice. He's managed to stave off grass for now. And yeah, the fight for the ponds. It is absolutely brutal right now. And we are seeing some caravans coming in. 13 caravans for Grass. Going backwards and forwards here. Only 4 caravans at the moment for Kimo. Kimo, 80 villagers versus 78 now. I think he's stopped making vills. I think he's got 80, and I think that's probably enough. I never know what the best number is of villagers because your population space is so limited in the game. I always get confused about, like, when should I stop making vills? And I don't know whether 80 is the max. I don't honestly know, going to be honest with you guys. I'm assuming it's a nice round 80, so I'm going to say yes that it is, but I can't say for sure. Ajax here having a horrible time, really screaming. But he's holding on like a true champion, but he is going to fall. And yeah, now it looks like actually Kimo's going to be in a spot of bother here. Does have some serious eco, so much like just resources stacked up here. And he's going to be going for burning pitch. And oh my god, he's putting a Titan down. He's doing it. Where is the Titan? He's gone for it. Where did he put it? He probably wants to put it as far away as possible. Is it over here? Might be here. I actually don't know. Oh no, sorry, he's getting the upgrade for it. I'm such an idiot. Yeah, you have to get the upgrade and then you can put it down. So Secret of the Titans is coming in. However, look at this fantastic kind of pincer here from the Hippicans as well as the Prodromos. Yeah, this is actually going to be quite good. We are seeing now those flaming arrows from the Toxotos. It is the burning pitch. Look at that. Kind of insane. 600% damage to buildings, to ships. Also, look at the Caraballista damage that you can get if you're the Atlanteans. That is kind of crazy. Very, very scary. Going to be able to clear this up. Absolutely fantastic here for Kimo. Looks like Grass overextended a little bit. Got sort of pincered between these buildings here. And trying to disrupt all of the caravans here, causing a nuisance. And just now, Grass is getting in copper shields. The first upgrade for your Pierce armor. This is the thing. I don't know what it is. Like, maybe you guys can let me know in the comments about upgrades and stuff. I see a lot of pro games, and like I tend to get my upgrades in a little bit earlier, but it seems like the last thing you kind of do in this game a lot of the time, or very late game, is when you get your upgrades. Yeah, look at all this, and that's it. Grass resigned. That's it, ladies and gents. I think he knew that the Titan was coming. Where's the Titan? Because he was. Hang on a minute. He was doing the Secret of the Titan, right? Was he actually putting it down? I don't think he was. I think he just GG'd. I think he knew that he lost that fight, and I guess he just must have GG'd. He lost it on water here. This second, both ponds have been taken as well now. So I imagine he thought he can't do it. He can't deal with the eco compared to Kimo. And there we go, ladies and gents. As swift as that, the game is over. And look at the eco. We can clearly see Grass having, civilians or fishing boats and vills and everything of 101 against 98. Look at this economy here coming in for Kimo, like nearly doubling overall, which is kind of insane. And it is really thanks to the water. Getting that early water, you can see, doing a great job. And yeah, at the end, 1.5 times eco, which is kind of crazy. So there we go, ladies and gents. Fight for the ponds between Kimo and Grass. I hope you really enjoyed this one. Two very strong gods, Ra and Hades. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought about this game. If there's any kind of tips, advice you can give me when casting these games, I would really appreciate it. I'm quite new to casting Age of Mythology, starting to learn a lot of the ins and outs of the game and the competitive scene. Of course, let me know down in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next video or the next stream. Catch you later, guys. Bye.